Lot of food and beverages D2C founders were struggling really hard.
How do you identify the gaps in the meta advertising?
Many of us think that, let's say there's a freelancer who goes for the meta advertising course, and then he immediately comes in, then he thinks that he knows everything in terms of meta, and then he'll start opening an agency. So ecosystem, of course, meta is 20% of the performance marketing, I honestly tell you.
How to set vision?
So whenever you're setting the goals, make sure that you're setting the goals according to the North Star that you want to get. And think about these three things. One is family, second is fitness, third is finance.
When COVID happened, in fact, the government of India came and partnered almost 20,000, 40,000 tests they were able to do. Hey everyone, welcome to Real Knowledge Club Summit. Today we have honored to have one of the truly a trailblazer in the world of meta advertising and like D2C brand scaling, the marketing genius who understand in depth about like human psychology and everything. Today's podcast is going to be like a masterclass where you learn exactly about how to grow a digital marketing performance marketing agency and how D2C brands can be helped, right? And who is none other than like the visionary, the founder of like MediaTatva, who is none other than like Santhosh with us, who is leading a powerhouse of team of more than 25 growth engineers who have revolutionized the D2C food and beverages brand, achieving incredible profitability from mastering meta ads to like cutting edge algorithm campaign architecture. Like you learn exactly why one has to invest on like meta advertisement, like Shopify, what are the things, what is the skill set, what is the mindset, what is the tool set, and what it requires in terms of like domination, the 3.0 method in 2025 and beyond for this AI era. Make sure that like you grab your notebooks to take notes and pay super close attention. It's going to be one of the most incredible podcasts you would have seen. Without any further delay, let's all welcome Santosh to the Real Knowledge Club Summit. Hi Santosh. Brother,
Hi,
thank you
how
for
are you?
joining. Yeah,
You're welcome.
doing good. Yeah, super excited to have you with all of us over here at the Real Knowledge Club Summit.
Feeling is mutual. Thank you so much here for calling me Akshay.
Amazing. Thank you. And Santosh, I'm so curious to know about like your backstory, right? Like how did you come into like this marketing and everything? Because I believe like you had helped so many people in the coaching consulting space, and now you have started your startup like business. What is it all about?
Yeah, coming back to Media Tatva, right? So it is more about understanding the people and then trying to build a business around it. So whenever you want to become profitable, make sure that you're giving them profits, and the opposite person who is looking us, they shouldn't be feeling like we are selling them. They should feel that we are here to solve their problem, and they should find their profits from us in order for us to be becoming profitable. So this is the important thing. In that sort, I think when you see the Indian evolution of coaching, consulting, and training business, I just wanted to add another layer of agency business. So I just had to enter through the media tattva. So media itself, it's all about the marketing, and tattva is all about the principles. What are the principles that you really have in terms of marketing, and how well do you scape it to the people across, and then what are the real problems you're solving? In that I go very deep, and then I try to solve a problem of food and beverages online e-commerce entrepreneurs, and I solve it through providing them the purchases and the sales and the orders by running on Facebook and Instagram advertisements, especially the conversion ads. So this is how it actually goes, right? So try to understand what marketing is, and then get into one domain, and then try to know more about it, study more about it, learn more about it, build more about it. From there you build the skill. and always consider profits as the byproduct to the service that you give, not the profits as the main product and the service as the byproduct. So always have the highway as, the service could be of the product, service could be of the, it could be anything that you're trying to solve their problem, it could be of any sort of a delivery. So that is what it is. So hence we had to niche down everything in media tatva. Media tatva, it looks like altogether the bigger domain of marketing, but then we are very niche down inside because the riches are in the niches, even which you know very well about it since 5 6 years, how India is evaluating, of course the globe as well. So in that of a sort, we do only for food and beverages, and we do only D2C stores, and we do only meta marketing. And now why meta marketing? Because that covers 73 to 74% of the people who are really important in terms of bringing orders. And then once you achieve like 150, 200, 250 orders a day, then probably you can go and think about the Google ads and the YouTube ads, according to my knowledge, as per the present situation of the momentum of how things are going. This is it, Akshay.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's phenomenal, right? Like you wanted to create your blue ocean and you're focusing on one thing, like helping with the performance marketing, right? I'm so curious to know how did you come up with this name, like Media Tatva, right? Like Tatva is like the principles, even the billionaire Ray Dalio also tells like principles stay and like tactics, all these things change. How did you come with?
Yeah, to be honest, it's very crucial for us to understand the kind of evolution, the human evolution that we have all come back. After all the Panchabhutas, the most important morale that you'll have to follow is dharma. So to follow dharma, you need principles. So you can find that principles in business, principles in life, principles in love, principles in finance, principles in every single era of the domain, right? So if you think about all of it, I thought, why don't I legitimately, clearly, on the path of dharma, try to help people in terms of marketing through the social media? Hence, this name evoluted as MediaTatva.com.
Absolutely, that's amazing. Love that. My next question to you is like when you started like the marketing agency, right? Like why were you like so much focused on the food, beverages, this industry? Why not other industries or like other niches as well? What made you excited into that industry?
The answer is very simple for this. One of my friends, and even you know very well about him, right? So his name is Abhi Garg. You completely
Hmm.
know about him, and
Yeah.
he is the one who kind of told me to enter into this particular thing. Why? Because he was the one who was doing more of a, how do I say that, he was doing more of the apparels, the fashion and the jewelry thing, and then he was very much focused on that. And then he also told me, bhai, if at all you need to do something, we should be niching it down. And then after knowing about all the nuances and doing all the SWOT analysis, I found lot of food and beverages D2C founders were struggling really hard in terms of scaling their businesses. And then they were on the wrong hands of the agencies, or maybe they didn't know how to execute it. And there was a huge space in terms of the PMF, the product market fit. And I also come from the same background of food and beverages, which even you know very well about it. So why don't I encash the knowledge of meta marketing that I've got? And why don't I encash the knowledge and the experience, 25, 30 years of experience in food and beverages industry? And then why don't I create an agency where, we are shorting the longer terrain of roads of unwanted experience to D2C founders, and then give them the results as early as possible, especially for bootstrapped ones or even the CDA at CB ones. So that's how it all started, actually.
That's incredible. Like you were into that journey of like food and beverages, then you also had knowledge of like meta ads. You are helping coaches, consultants. Now you're using that knowledge to help connect both the dots. Like as Steve Jobs, that's connecting the dots from backwards, and now you are impacting so many lives. That's amazing.
Thank you.
And my next question to you is like, how do you identify the gaps in the meta advertising and creating the ecosystem, the dominating 3.0 method? What exactly it is?
See, this is very crucial. So many of us think that, let's say there's a freelancer who goes for the meta advertising course, and then he immediately comes in, then he thinks that he knows everything in terms of meta, and then he'll start opening an agency thinking that I know what Facebook is, I know what Instagram is, and I know how to run the conversion ads, and then I start an agency, then I take people. What you're doing is, for your experience, you're taking a lot of people in spite of taking a lot of people in, and then you're not delivering the results of what they want, because you know only meta. You never know the customer psyche, you never know how things are working, you never know what's in it for the customer, you never know the product derivation, you know nothing. And then for the reasons you learned everything about meta doesn't mean that you can bring results. So ecosystem, of course, Meta is 20% of the performance marketing. I honestly tell you, Meta is the technology that what Facebook is providing. Facebook advertising is the technology, and Facebook advertising is merely a messenger that will help and show to the people whomever you want to. But then you should be in the best of your ability to exactly tell whom you want to target, how well do you want to target, and how do you orate and create something that what people are really wanting, and then they are buying it from you. Why? Because, let's say the person is sitting on sofa or the couch, and then he doesn't know anything, and then as soon as he sees your creative of the marketing, especially the video or something, there are two things that happens to him. One, he scrolls up. Two, he stays there. So how would you hook that particular person right then and there, and making likable, make him more attractable, make him more hookable, and then making him stay for another 2 to 3 seconds, wherein he's also achieving the hold rate. And then how are you persuading throughout so that his subconscious mind of his human psychology is already telling him to press the button of order now or buy now or shop now, and then that is allowing him to go to the product page, and then he's seeing the same thing, and there's a product resonation and the message congruency, is loving it so much, subconsciously is feeling the value of the product is higher than the value of the money, and then he kind of press adds to cart. He kinds of press, the add to cart kind of a button, and then he gets into the checkout page, and then he doesn't bother because he has already generated that kind of the aura in his mind that he really want the product right now, because you're talking about what's in it for them, and then he's finally buying your product. So holding the customer right from the start and understanding what he really is wanting, and then persuading him through all of it with the right targeting, with the right messaging congruation, with the right mindset, with the things that he really wants, and then making him a complete flow, and then finally making him a purchase, thinking that he is profitable after buying this product. In exchange, the D2C founder is profitable. So the entire ecosystem plays here, not just the Facebook advertising, right? Of course, it is more about the vision of the founder, number one. Number two, what exactly in it for your customer in terms of the product which is solving his problem. Number three, the tech of the Facebook. When you combine all of these three and then have the components in the rightly aligned manner, only then the ecosystem is created, only then the founder can be profitable, only then the e-commerce entrepreneur can be profitable. Not just by learning the Facebook ads you'll be profitable and you'll be able to open the agency. That's not at all true.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's like the first is like we have to understand the vision of the founder. The second, the messaging, the congruency between the customer and the product what we want to sell. And third is like the technicalities of the
Very
meta
true.
ads. All the three only widely distinct. That's when we can actually sell the product online.
Very true.
Now that amazing. And Santosh, how to set vision, right? Like how to set the goals. A lot of people right now, the new year has come 2025, right? Like many people set the goal. I want to make like 1 crore in next 1 year, $1 million in next 1 year, but very few are able to reach there, right? And after by the month of February, 90 to 80% forget even the goal what they set. How to create a system and how to achieve the goals.
Actually, you know me personally, right? I'm the true to the T person. So
Yes.
whenever you're setting the goals, make sure that you're setting the goals according to the North Star that you want to carry.
Mm,
And think about these three things. One is family, second is fitness, third is finance. See what best you can do for your family in terms of goals. See what best you can do in terms of fitness for your goals. And see what best you can do in terms of finance for your goals. Just fit all of these things in your mind and then do only that much. It is very easy to write the to-do list, but then it is
yes.
very difficult to get it sorted because you do not know to put it according to the priority, right? This is where a lot of people are failing. So to do that, also have another set of a list which is called as not to do list.
Mm,
Not to binge waste time, not to fall under the trap of resistance, not to procrastinate, not to watch YouTube more than half an hour a day, and not to eat anything that I get outside, not to eat too many burgers a day. So have these set of goals which are really important, and then put in all your efforts on achieving it in terms of efficiency. Make it as simple as you could, and then look out to your mirror and see what best you can do in terms of goals. Three F's: family, fitness, finance. Am I doing that? Am I not doing that? And then create all the goals for all the three. These three. I don't think so. It is possible for you to fail, if at all you really work on all these three things in the rightest manner.
absolutely, absolutely love that. It's like so simple. Everybody needs a family that will take care of their parents, their loved ones, their partner, their children. Second is finances. In Kali Yuga, the most important. If we don't have money, nobody is going to respect us. We have to make money, right? And yeah, I love that. Family, finance, and the third one is
Third is
fitness.
finance. Second is fitness.
Yes, and fitness we have to uh, do like proper walk, going to the gym, sleeping like 8 hours, right? And love that. And now, Santosh, can you tell us like what is your vision for like this year, 2025? What is your vision? What is your mission? How many people like you want to help? How do you want to grow?
Uh, okay. In terms of my vision, I want to create the monopoly in my domain. That is one thing. And even till date, I hardly find any food and beverages D2C marketing agency which has been even existing as the way that we are doing. And second thing is, everyone thinks about client retention for 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, and then they have this cycle of getting elapsed. I want to retain clients for at least 1.5 to 2 years and then take them to wherever they want to. And I should be their marketing doctor in terms of giving the results. And coming back to the same question of vision, mission, and everything, yeah, this time we are planning to go global. Till now, we were very much in India, but then this year we're planning to go global, and then we need to have the retained clientele basis of at least two, at least covering 100 to 150 monthly recurring clients uh, in D2C of the food and beverages through meta ads.
Hmm,
And this is for
absolutely.
Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So that's how we've built. And already we are done with 1.5 weeks of Jan. So that's how it is.
Love that. Amazing. And now in an agency, how many clients can one actually cater to, right? Like, is it like a lot of people quantity or like quality work with few people, charge them premium and get them results? What advice like you will tell to the young agency founders and everyone?
No, one thing is, don't run behind money. Create a bait and then get it sorted. A lot of agency owners think that they can definitely make money if at all they have all of these sorted. Try to get the credibility of solving their problem at the earliest, and try to have as many amount of good experiences in terms of getting results, and show your credibility right in the first call. And please never sell, and always make them buy. And once you have all of these sorted, I am sure it will be very much easy. Try to create the clientele base right at the start, and then start charging premium. And you should be charging them only if you are trying to solve their problems in the rightest method. If you think, yeah, of course I'll be able to solve this kind of a problem at this time, maybe it is the ROAS, maybe it is 100 orders a day, maybe trying to help them in some one or the other thing, and it is more about you qualifying them rather than they qualifying you. Never ever, I repeat this, Akshay, very important, never ever, never ever work with the founders who treat you as employees. You are another marketing wing for their business. You are here to help them out. So always have the superior mindset of a complex. Superior is a lot of different mindset from having the mindset of attitude and arrogance. Always have a superior mindset, thinking like, I'm here to help their business. I am their business mentor in terms of marketing. So I will help them at the best of whatever that I can through my knowledge and bring them sales. And you should have this as the mentality, and then you got to help them. And when you switch your worldview, oh, I need to bring results, or no, when you switch your mind of bringing results and then trying to switch that from bringing results to a mindset of mentoring them, in exchange, the results are produced, and in exchange, the money is made. So when you have this kind of a mindset, only then will you be successful in terms of building a marketing agency. And don't
Mhm.
try to help everyone. If you're in real estate, help only for real estate. If you're chiropractitioner, help us, then only help them. If you're doing apparels, do only that. And if you're on jewelry, you do only that. Don't don't be the normal guy who would be helping everyone and anyone. It is like a patient coming to a gynec doctor for their leg pain. So don't help anyone. You can help only few. That too, you're qualifying them in order to help them, and in exchange, you're getting money for that.
Absolutely. Love that. Becoming like a specialist doctor, like a brain surgeon, and help them with that solution to that one
Yeah.
specific audience, one problem. Love that. And Santosh, what is the mindset required, right, in order to run a successful marketing agency? Because a lot of people have like limiting beliefs. Does client pay me money? How can I reach out? I have not worked with many clients. I'm not capable. I don't have communication skills. I don't have closing skills. How can one actually develop this and have that abundance mindset?
See, the very first thing is never ever go behind experience. If at all you think you have experience and only then you're opening, you're failing behind it. Because your experience would have been good and would have been bad, and you would also carry the same baggage of the unwanted experience to build the same thing. So try to unlearn as many things that whatever you've learned, and try to stand very fresh, and then try helping people. This is one thing that I would say. And second thing, it is not about the communication skills, it is about the selling skills. Third thing, it is not about impressing founder, it is about bringing results to founder. Fourth thing, whatever you're doing, you're charging upfront right at the start. I've seen a lot of big entrepreneurs who have got good amount of cash flow, but they're delaying their invoices every single time. So it is always 100% advance. Only then you're serving them. So have all of these things in mind and then take it forward. And all of these things I've learned from one of my friends called Abigar, and even who he was the one who helped me at the initial days, and now things are going wonderful.
That's wonderful. That's amazing. And Santosh, for all the people, especially the agency owners, right, who are still struggling as a CEO, if you were to guide them in 5 minutes, what is the roadmap like you want to give them if they want to go from where they are right now, from making 1 lakh a month, 2 lakh a month to like 10 lakhs and like 1 crore in the next 1 year? What will be your strategy and what should be the pricing point? Some of them think Indians don't have money, they can't pay you, it's like pain in the ass, all those things, right? They tell only international market can pay me the money. As you have worked with so many people in
No,
India, what is
apparently that is true. Apparently that is true. Indians resist to pay you back. They
Hmm.
hardly care for your knowledge. They're, I mean, I wouldn't say the Indians. I would say the mentality of few people in certain demographies are that of a sort. Because Indians are the best people you can ever find on the planet Earth. So now coming back to your question, Akshay, the very first thing is to think about the North Star. The North Star is something that is the goal that you should always be focusing on. If you ask me in the North Star kind of a thing, I would say you always focus on liquid. Liquid means cash liquid. So your initial intention is to close at least of 3 to 5 clients. And how do I
Hmm.
close 3 to 5 clients even without any experience? You should learn sales. And when you learn how to sell, at that time things become very easier. And you can learn it from YouTube and you can learn it from a lot of different people. Selling is such an important thing, and you need not learn about the script and all of it. No, you can learn exactly about sales, and you can learn about the mindset of the customer, and then with 1 or 2 or 3 calls you get to know about the problems of the customers, and then write down all their problems and see what better kind of answers that you can give, and then try to add the polish of the sales acumen. And once you do all of it, within first 3 calls or 4 calls or 5 calls, you get to know like how to sell. And after that, try to close at least of 3 to 4 clients in next 3 to 4 months or 6 months. After that, you've got good amount of cash. Then try to retain those clients for little larger amount. And then try to add another 1 or 2 or 3 people and then slowly build the team. As soon as that is done, the next thing what you need is meta ads executives. So for that, create an SOP and then get it started. Akshay, it is very easy to talk, but it is very complex to think whether you will be able to execute or not. So
Hmm.
make sure that you put your feet in it. Start closing clients. And you don't know how to close clients. Start learning about sales and then start doing it. Fail faster, and then learn from your failures so that you're very nearer to success.
Absolutely, absolutely. Love that. It's like we always have to be learning. The more you fail, the more you get the feedback and try to improve. And every sales call, it's a
No,
new
the more
learning.
you, yeah, I would like to recorrect you. The more you fail is wrong thing.
Okay.
Fail at the earliest with the probable winning factors. Probably you
Hmm.
can fail and learn, and you can learn from the other people's failures as well. So I failed right now. And what is the best thing I can do so that next time I'm failing it earlier in order to become very nearer to success? So second time I failed. Third time you correct that as well. And fourth time there is no way that you cannot fail because you've covered all the points of failure and you're successful.
Hmm.
Be it
Absolutely.
sales, be it hiring, be it creating systems. So it's all about that, right? And as long as you're not giving the best results to clients, no agency will be an agency, it will be a disaster.
Hmm. Absolutely. Love that. And what is the minimum criteria one has to follow, right? Like business owner, how much money they have to be making and how much they can pay us. Because if somebody is only making 20, 30,000 rupees per month, charging them 20, 30,000 is humanly not possible,
You're
right?
not
That's
qualifying them at
100%.
all. You're not
Right.
qualifying them at all. So you
Hmm.
can you can run ads on Facebook, and you can outreach on LinkedIn, you can do email marketing, and then you can do SEO, and then you've got several systems on how to bring clients, being prospecting and all of it. But the point here, Akshay, is you need to design your own ideal customer profile. If at all I'm trying to build my agency, am I doing meta marketing, am I doing Google marketing, or am I doing SEO, or am I doing some other thing? And if at all I'm doing this, inside this, what am I doing? am I doing fashion, am I doing jewelry, am I doing food and beverages, am I doing automobiles, am I doing that? And don't copy us. And when you copy us, you're just helping us. But then try to learn, right? So once you're done with all of it, and then see what better you want to do. Okay, inside this, I'm targeting e-commerce entrepreneurs. What kind of e-commerce entrepreneurs? These are the entrepreneurs who have their products listed on Amazon, who have their products listed on Zepto, who have their products listed on Flipkart, but then they haven't tried anything on website and they want to get sales. So how much sales are they been doing? They are making at least of 5 to 10 lakhs of monthly turnover, or maybe they are doing some 20-25 of monthly turnover. Know and create your own KYC, know your customer and create your own avatar of an ICP. And once that is done, you create your own eligibility crisis. And upon which you think, if I charge this much, and if I bring him results of this much, and with this kind of a results, with this kind of a ROAS, with this kind of an orders, if at all he is profitable, how better can I pitch him? It's all about nullifying his anticipated pain points of the problems by capitalizing your energy on it and then getting it solved.
Mm.
Do you get it,
Mm.
Akshay? What I'm trying to tell
Yeah,
you?
yeah. Yes, absolutely.
First, you create the sorting, get
Mm.
sorted by yourself, and then go talk to them. How will some founder will pay you if at all they are making only 20-30,000? Let's say they are making only 20,000, 30,000, but then they have a vision of making 100 orders a day, and then they're truly waiting for someone like you where you can actually help them. In that case, it's going to be the win-win, and even you're qualifying them and even they are qualifying you. At that time, the sales are happening. That's how this.
Mm. Absolutely. Love that. And how do you define like success, right, for you and your clients while they start working with you? What are the key KPIs like you measure and like the business owners measure when it comes down to running ads and
Three
advertisement?
things. Three things. Number one is ROAS. Number two is Number one is ROAS. Number two is number of orders. Very important. Number of orders. And number three is average order value with net profitability.
Hmm.
These are the
So,
three important things. That too, and all of them are interlinked. To make huge ROAS, you need to have good AOV. And when you have good AOV with the right target audience, you will be able to make good ROAS. And when you're having the good ROAS with the good AOV, for sure, after shipping and after all the expenses, the profitability has to increase. So the North
hmm.
Star is the ROAS orders profitability.
Absolutely, absolutely. Love that. And when it comes down to like marketing, should the performance marketing also work upon the funnel and should they also give some knowledge or like help the team with the proper funnel optimization, all those things also, or like they just have to focus on what is their work and they have to do their work?
No, what actually happens is, let's say the D2C founder is very much interested in building sales. As soon as they come and they onboard with us, we do several auditings, right? One is the website audit. You call it funnel audit because you're very much into click funnels, go high level, and some of the Indian SaaS as well,
Right.
right? You're very much into that. So what we do is, as soon as we onboard them, we do the website auditing,
Mm.
and then we do the CRO checklisting, and then we do the founder's discovery call. With all the three, wherever the wear and tear and the damages that are there, be it the page loading speed, be it the color psychology, be it the font, be it the graphic editors, and be it the creatives that we would be wanting from the outside of the creative agencies, all of these things are sorted. And once we have all the elements in the rightest possible place, only then will we be starting to run the ads. So once they come to us, we'll tell them the wear and tear after they onboard to us, and then we'll give them some 5 to 10 days to get all of those things sorted, and then we'll help them hand in hand. From there we'll be taking it forward.
Absolutely, absolutely. Love that. It's like first you try to understand in depth about where they are at the moment, what is the vision, what is the analytics, what are the CRM or like CRO, whatever they are using,
Very much.
everything, and then
Very much.
you come up. Love that. And Santosh, like many D2C founders and like many business owners are also watching. Um, why they have to basically run like Facebook ads, right? Why don't they just depend on organic sales or like referral, right? Just like posting content on Instagram, YouTube. Why to run the advertisement, paid ads?
Okay, now I would want to answer this in part one and part two. Actually, what actually happens is many people think digital marketing is everything. Many of them think if at all I post some 2 to 3 posts on Instagram, I will start getting volcano of sales, right?
Yeah.
So it's the pure myth. Okay, I'm posting every day. Why am I not getting sales? That's the wrong way, and that's the immature way of thinking about entrepreneurship. You need to
Hmm.
understand the business dynamics. You cannot bring sales without marketing, as long as you have not captured monopoly in the market. And as soon as you list on Amazon doesn't mean that you'll start getting sales. As soon as you list on Shopify, sorry, as soon as you list on Flipkart, you'll not start getting sales. You'll have to advertise there as well. And I want you to understand, data is the new oil. When data is the very new oil, for you to be taking this forward, why don't you have the data within you? When you go to the other marketplaces of Amazon and Flipkart and everywhere, you would get the address. You would also sometimes you would get the phone numbers, and sometimes you don't. But then when you have it on your own page of the website, it's like you owning the customers rather than from the marketplaces.
Hmm.
So when you try to build sales on your website, it is so important that you're owning the customers, you have their entire data, and then you're making the sales. And everything is controllable by you, be it sales, be it ROAS, be it profitability, be it anything and everything. Now, coming back to your thing, the meta is very important. Why? Because 73% of the sales are happening from meta.
Wow.
because
That's
because
crazy.
because meta is such a search based, so meta is such a binge based platform. You can take
Hmm.
all the 2 or 3 social medias, be it Facebook, be it Instagram. Facebook is more for the people above the age of 27 to 54 and 54 to 65, and Instagram is for the people around 18 to 25 or 30. And 73% of the youth's population are here. And when you talk about Google or YouTube, it is the search based, and the dynamics of the people are entirely different compared to dynamics of here. And history
Hmm.
has also proven that majority of the sales are right now coming from Meta. And once you're deliberately doing really great on Meta, of making at least of 200 to 250 orders, only then will we be asking you to go to YouTube and Google.
Absolutely. It's like if one has to target like a younger generation, young people, Instagram is very good, like 18 to 24, and 24 to 65 is like the for Facebook, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
How about YouTube?
YouTube is
Which
really good. It is for the daring visionaries. Let's say there's a person who is going and then trying to search for Imagine Dragon song, and he is on the verge of searching the Imagine Dragon song, and it's very difficult for you to alter the mindscape of the customer who is there with the mindset of search based. He cannot be easily altered. But on Facebook, they're binge watching. It's easy for you to alter their mind with the meta phase rather than the person who has completely come with the goal of searching something.
absolutely. Hmm.
So I'm just trying to tell you about the user behavior of the consumerology here. But then,
Sure.
but then YouTube is awesome and Google is awesome once you have conquered majority of sales from the meta, according to me. And I have all the rights to be wrong. And this is what has been doing really good for us.
Hmm. That's wonderful. It's like advertisement, it's like marketing, it's like oxygen for a business, right? Like through that, they'll be able to get like more sales. Love that. My next question is like, why are D2C founders like failing? What they should do in order to like succeed and like have a positive ROI and everything?
See, I'm happy, Akshay, that you've asked this question. Why a lot of D2C founders or e-commerce entrepreneurs are failing nowadays? Because they try copying. Many of them, 40% of the people are failing because they're trying to copy the bigger people. And
Mm.
another few people are failing because of their execution, and another few people are failing because they think their product is the hero. Try to understand this point. This is very, very important. Lot of entrepreneurs are investing their time on beautification on their product. They are having so much of encyclopedia of the knowledge on the product, and they want to beautify their product so good in and out, thinking that their product is the hero. But the reality is, as long as you do not have the selling acumen, your product stays in your warehouse when you still don't sell. So please understand the dynamics of sales as well. Many people are vesting their knowledge too much on building the product, and very less amount of the time is spent on how do we sell. As soon as when it comes to sales, they think it's all about marketing. They think they'll have to go on Instagram, they'll have to post some posts, and then they'll have to go some social media marketing agents, and they'll have to have the followers of Instagram, only then they'll get sales. And then they think if I put it on Amazon and then I'll wait for another 2 3 years, I'll start getting sales. No, that's not how it is. The energy of amount of energy that you put on product should also be directly proportional to the energy of amount that you put on sales, should also be directly proportional to the energy of the amount that you put on marketing. If not, delegate it to the experts who have already done it.
Mm.
What you do is, you think product is the hero. Of course product is the hero once it reaches to your customer. But then what measures have you taken in order to reach it to your customer? For the reason that entrepreneurs are the complex problem solvers, they don't solve their problem of selling, they don't solve their problem of being visible on the market. This is the biggest problem. 95% of their time is spent on building a habit forming product, the superhero Shaktiman E-Man product. But only 5%, not even 5%, is spent on the investment of time. I'm talking in terms of spent on learning about sales and trying to sell. Will I be able to sell it on Meta? Will I be able to sell it on Facebook, Instagram through advertising? Will I be able to list it on Amazon? They're not thinking about all of it. All the thing is, अच्छा मेरा product तो बहुत अच्छा है, मैं क्या करूंगा कि I'll just put this on Amazon and I'll start getting sales. And I'll have to work on reviews. If I get some 10, 20, 30 reviews, then I'll start getting sales. That is not how it works. You need to have a proper marketing strategy, and you need to have some sort of funds allocated for it. And you need to go for the experts, seek the experts' advice, how better you can do it. Or else you need to have the in-house team, or else you need to delegate it. If at all you're running an apparel brand, go. Social Ninja is there. They're the best in the market till dated. If you're wanting for food and beverages, come to us. And if you're wanting for some other, look for the people who have expertise in that. Why do you want to waste another 2 3 years at the cost of you being not to be spent? Because you're thinking that as an expense, hence it is called spent. If at all you think, okay, I'm investing my thing on this resource and they are helping me so that I'm getting this, what is the output? Time. What is the output? Money, right? You're saving 2 years of time and money. You're rightly investing on it, and then you're getting the sales vigorously because you're cutthroating the unwanted experience. Akshay, did I make my point clear?
Absolutely, absolutely. Love that. It's like who is already expert in that, delegate them, ask them for help, and they basically do the marketing for y'all. Right? Love that. And what is the true essence of a marketer? Why should brands hire like a specialized marketing agencies like you when it comes down to beverages and all those things?
First of all, it is not hiring marketing agencies. For
Hmm.
your information, marketing agencies, the founders of marketing agencies are also entrepreneurs. Hence, you
Okay.
cannot call it hiring, right? So
Yeah.
marketing agencies are your marketing partners who will guide you, who will advise you, who will mentor you, and who will tell you if you go with this part in terms of marketing, we'll get this kind of sales. Hence, go with the right people. Hence, being founders, think who can definitely help you, and not just talk, but then also bring you the results in terms of profits, in terms of ROAS, return on ad spend, in terms of getting 100 orders a day, 200 orders a day, or whatever the goal it is. And then pay the price that is needed and get going. Think about your net profitability. It's about speed with efficiency, I would say, Akshay.
Hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. Love that. And as you told, marketers are they are also like entrepreneurs. It's not like hiring, they are like your partners for your business, right? But how can we install that mindset belief into like business owners? Because most business owners see like employees like as slaves, right? They just tell them do the work, everything. If we see,
No, that's not how it is. Yeah, I'll help you out.
yeah.
No employees will see us. I mean, no entrepreneurs will see the employees as slaves. And second thing
Hmm.
is, the reason is the marketing agencies are acting themselves as the employees to them. Hence, apparently, that is how it is being looked as. Some of them, and at the same time, there are some flaws with entrepreneurs as well, right? So
Hmm.
it is more about you holding the authority right at the start. How do you hold the authority? By gaining the knowledge, by gaining the wisdom, by guiding them, by telling them, and by showing the reality, legitimate problems. Hey, these are the problems. Hey, this creative is not looking good. The hook rate is very bad, and the hook standpoint in this particular video creative is somewhere around 20th second. We want this to be sorted, and the target audience are like this, and this is how will help you, and this is how the weekly, the results would look like, this is how the quarterly results would look like. And then you talk, and then you walk. And whenever you're walking the talk with the action in terms of results, and when they're seeing that significant results, at that time the respect upon you starts growing.
Hmm.
And right from the start, when you educate them, when you mentor them, when you advise them, at that time you yourself will have a paradigm on them, saying like, hey man, I'm helping this brand. Nobody has hired us, but I'm helping this brand. This is how we'll have to take this brand forward. And it's gonna be like inside out for you, thinking that if I help this brand will grow so big. What better things can I do in order to help this brand? You
Hmm.
shouldn't be like, oh, I should retain this brand somehow. God, please help me for sales. No. God, please help me with the strategies that I need so that I can implement with all the brands.
Hmm.
Do you get it, Akshay? That's how it
Yes.
is.
That was phenomenal. And when it comes down to like Shopify stores, right? When it comes down to successfully scaling their business, because when I was studying one of the recent surveys in Shopify, most of the stores they don't make any money, right? Like how one has to basically go about when it comes down to being profitable.
Validate your customer, validate your product, validate your market, validate your customer, validate your product, and validate your market. These three are very important. Ask me why.
Yes, why?
Because because you think this is a product that will work really good, and I was able to sell 100, but then you never know what is the potential density of selling those. Meaning, let's say you have built a unique product that solves the critical problem, but then you're not sure how many of the people will definitely come and buy from me, and if at all it is solving the real problem, if at all that product is solving a real problem, how many people are being solved through the solution that I've given to that problem, in which the population is high and I am profitable. Of course, you're solving the problem. Many people think that they're solving the problem. But when you're solving the problem in the total addressable market, what is the potential density of the population is having your actual solution to the problem that you're solving, in which you're making money out of it. This is where lot of D2C founders are failing with.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
That
get
was
it?
like eye-opening, right? It was great insight. And when it comes down to DTC or D2C brands who are planning to raise money nowadays, like more people, like they go to like Shark Tank, they are getting like lot of investors, like billionaires to invest and everything. When it comes down to raising money, from the investors to scale easily, how to basically get that thing done so that they are able to invest more in the marketing.
Got it. Now you need to understand the motto. Do you want the money to show off, or do you want the money to build a business?
Hmm.
Please understand this point very clearly. The reason why I tell you this, Akshay, is, can you really not make money out of bootstrapping? If at all you cannot validate anything on bootstrap, then why would you want an investment? It can be validated through 50,000. It can be validated to 1 lakh. It can be validated through 5 lakhs. And once it's validated, repeat the process. Where would you want to flaw your money on? Of course, if at all you're failing, 30% of the money is gone. Rest 70% of the money, think how best you can secure it and then propel on it. And then come to a stage where investor is searching to invest on the products like yours, rather than you're going and standing in front of a door for investors.
Hmm.
Let your data speak, let your transactions speak. Doesn't mean that you'll have to make big or small. It's about how big profits are you making, how many people have you sold to, how better are you doing, and what methods have you used. And when the charts are looking clean, you will have 5 6 investors for you to choose on whom to get the money from, rather than you are thinking like, on the fluke, I'm pelting stone on 5 6 investors, out of which one will come to me.
Hmm. Love that. It's like build your product so good that investor will come searching out to you, right? Like what you are up to, like how Dr.
Yeah,
Velu
the
Mani
process
sir
becomes
had.
very easy, right? When you're
Right,
on profitable stage, you get to know, okay, in next 2 quarters, this is how I'm doing, after which I would need money. At that time, you also have the relaxation time. Yeah, I can pitch these people and I can get it sorted. It's all the universal conspiration. Everything will be on to the T when you're doing right things at the right point of time.
right, absolutely. And now my next question is like in the food and beverages, how to identify the trends and foresight. Now, especially the D2C brands who are actually looking how they can grow. Like example, like Dr. Velumani sir, in those days he found out like the thyro care, right? And which was like basically serving 200 customers a day. When COVID happened, in fact, the government of India came and partnered almost 20,000, 40,000 tests they were able to do. And the valuation also was like went to like next level and then they sold their company. Right? How do we understand now? Right now, AI is coming. Everybody wants everything at like the fingertips within few minutes, like Zepto 10 minutes delivery, Zomato, Swiggy, everything so much fast it's happening, right? What are the next trends? Because as Elon Musk was telling, AGI, advanced general intelligence, in 2025 most of the things in like Amazon, robots only do majority of work, AI agents. Then what are the things one has to focus on?
Now, the question you asked two questions. One, like, what are the important tips? And second, what is the future of AI? Right?
Right.
What do you want me to answer?
Now, uh, uh, like basically, in which direction one has to focus on so that they don't become obsolete, right? Like if one
Yeah,
has to,
now I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. The very important thing that you'll have to focus is, it's it's more about what's in it for people and less about what you are good at. Of course, I'm talking something which is very contrast, but this is reality, right? Many people will influence you to go with whatever skills you have got, and then capitalize your energy on those skills, and then build a course around it, and then you will be able to build a profitable business.
yeah,
Of course, that is true to an extent. But then, let's say you're really good at teaching mathematics. Can you become another physics wala right away?
no,
You're admitting here on the live call, Akshay,
correct.
right? So, of course, try to forecast the future with the sandwich of a present. What had worked 3 years before, and how is the scale looking like? and how are the next 5 years about the same looking like, and how better can I sustain on the same thing. And when we drived uh, about the passion in terms of marketing, of course the actual acumen was the passion on marketing. On that, we found a particular place where nobody was doing for food and beverages, and we know that after another 50 years or 60 years, meta is going to be still existing, and marketing is going to be still existing, online marketing is going to be still existing, and people is going to buy online. We did not fall behind shiny object syndrome. Right now we are covering India. In future we'll be going global, and that too we'll be doing only for food and beverages. In that way we'll acquire our monopoly. In the same way, you need to understand what is that particular thing that you're trying to look in terms of building a product. Last 3 years what worked really very well, and next 5 years what's going to work, and out of the things that's going to work, and what is the hit ratio about, and how well can I be taking it forward through the data analysis of the SWOT allotment. And when you understand all of this, and then when you start something really very small, which is bearable enough to get lost, I'm sure you'll be able to win.
Absolutely. Love that. Doing the SWOT analysis, the competition analysis, the trends, and everything. Do you recommend any tools or something where one can actually do this SWOT analysis, like a worksheet or like a book or a framework one can actually
See,
follow?
again, it all boils down to basics. I mean, me and you, we all have read Robert Kiyosaki ka Rich Dad Poor Dad for at least of 100 times, not less than 100 times, right? So one is Robert Kiyosaki, which is more about how to make money, and second is the most important thing: you need to learn sales. You need to sell it to your wife. You need to sell it to your customer. You need to sell it to your employees. You need to sell it to the whole world.
Correct.
Learn sales. Third, understand the mindset of the customers. Understand the customer psychology. After having said with all of it, only then think about the product. Mind you, Akshay, AI is also another product. AI is also another product which is making humans' life very easy. If at all you're taking advantage, take it right now. But how do you take the advantage? Look about how things happened for last 3 years. See what best you can do for next 5 years, and have the combined ecosystem about all of it. And then probably then you can do it. Right.
Absolutely. We can use AI in helping us come up with the ad angles and images like the multiple angles to target everything, right? It becomes very easier.
Yeah, one of the ways. Yes. Apparently, yes.
Know that. And Santosh, when it comes down to brand acquisition and everything, every day, day by day, like the cost per acquisition of a customer is like increasing to like skyrocket. When companies like Apple and like other billion-dollar companies are spending millions of dollars ad budget every week, how can small or like medium D2C brands survive?
Yeah. Coming to the customer acquisition cost or the cost per acquisition, whatever you call it, the majority of the cost per acquisition is happening due to three things. Number one, either you're targeting the wrong people thinking they're the right people.
Yeah.
Number two, you are targeting the wrong people thinking that they're right people, and same as your colleagues or your people who wanted to market it are the same thing that even they are doing. Hence, for the reason that you all are on the competition to target the right people, or to target the wrong people thinking that they are right people, hence the traffic increases, and hence the customer acquisition cost increases.
Hmm. Correct.
But what
Uh,
is so important for you to understand is,
hmm.
what is my product? How better can I sell my product? By giving the profits to the customer. In exchange, I am profitable. Again, Steve Jobs. Dell was there, Lenovo was there. All of them were talking about 5 GB songs, 10 GB songs, doing that, doing this. He comes with the turtleneck shirt, and then he comes with a beautiful pant, and then he takes out one particular iPod device, and then he tells 700 songs in this particular device. Would you want to listen to this? He never spoke about features and benefits. He just said only one thing on 2007. What was it? 700 songs. It was more about what's in it for them and less about features and benefits. When you give them the customers for what's in it for them in their language, which is more understandable to them in terms of creatives, in terms of copy, in terms of headline, in terms of button psychology, in terms of color psychology. And it's like, seeing Kannada, Telugu, Malayalam, or Hindi serials at nights when you're eating versus seeing them at the office hours, right? It's going to be like, what are you giving them in order to which they are feeling that they are becoming profitable by buying this product for which they've been searching since inception? And then you're aligning it with copy, the messaging, the targeting, the mindset, the psyche, the purchase behavior, whether morning, whether afternoon, whether evening, whether the age, whether the demography, whether the customer behavior, whether the emotional attachment, whether on discounts. To be honest, I'm completely against discounts, right? So how well do you show your value proposition of the product so high that they feel that they're giving very less money for you, in which the value of the product is higher than the value of the money, and then they feel they are profitable, and only then they're able to buy from you. So it is all about engineering the ecosystem. In a way, the byproduct is customer acquisition cost is less. The byproduct is cost per acquisition is less. The byproduct is purchase conversion value is high. The byproduct is ROAS is high. So
Absolutely.
work on fixing the process through the right input with the proper process in which the output is great. All they want is results. All they want is, see, they're not buying your product. They are never buying your product. They are buying their own things that are to be solved through your product.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Love that. And Santosh, what is the demand for like e-commerce, right? Like look like in 2025, right? Do you think more people will be going to like this big bazaars outside Reliance or like outside and going in the market and buying the things, or like it will be like more of online itself?
Actually, help me understand that. Do you know these petty stores that you used to have next to your schools?
Yeah.
Do you used to go there for the reason that it was a petty store, or do you used to go there because you used to get some mango slices, or you used to get some guava slices, or you used to get some small lollipops to eat? Why were you going there?
Just after the school, convenient. It was just in front of the school, and all these mango pickles,
Something
lollipops.
triggered you
That's
kind
the
of eating that, right?
correct, correct.
So now tell me, does it matter was the store brick and mortar or the supermarket or the e-commerce? Or was
No,
it really satisfying your need?
all I want is like the food to eat, and any which ways if I can get, I'm ready to go.
Same with e-commerce. E-commerce will never die. It is about product. It is about sales. If at all you have got the best product, and if at all you have got the best person to sell those products through the marketing, people will remember your name of website and they'll type and they'll buy it from you. You see whey protein, Parag Foods, Isorich, Isolate Whey Protein, they're doing excellent. I buy the whey protein directly from them. Why? I don't want to go to Amazon or Flipkart. Why? Because I get the fresh stock. And then there's some other brand called as Innovest, the skincare, the hair care, and the healthcare brand. I at least purchase at least of 10,000 rupees of products every single month from them. Why? Because even though I know they are available on Flipkart and Amazon, why do I go and buy them? One, the products are fresh. Second, the products are authentic. Third, they've made me to believe that they are the habit forming products for which I've been buying from them again and again and again. And then I go to their website and then I buy it. Right? when the product is making you remembered through its habit of virtue of the results that are giving to you in order of what they are to be given, there is no other way that you'll be going for something else, even though you're trying something different, but then you're coming back. So build the best product and build the best sales system, or find a people who can build and give you the best sales. In exchange, things are happening. So the best product and the best sales and the best marketing, these are the only things that are required. Beat e-commerce or beat anything. Trends will never change.
Hmm.
Even at 2000 and 1990s, you had a website, and even now you're having website.
Correct.
Everything
Correct.
is same. The model of sales are different. That's it, right? So the future of e-commerce is great. The future of quick commerce is great. The future of AI is great. The future of brick and mortar stores are great. The future of franchising is great. The future of tea stall is great. The future of hair styling is great. Every single future is great as long as you're delivering the best results, the best possible method to the best people that you ever can.
Hmm.
It is not about the modem or the medium. It is about what in it for the people through your product and solving their problem through your product.
Absolutely.
Am I solving your tangy problem through Imli? Then for sure you need that Imli. Am I
Hmm.
solving your mouth-watering problems through the lollipop? Then for sure you need lollipops.
Love that. And Santosh, recently, last year I went to a Satvik fest in Bangalore where I saw like so many stalls with like Satvik products, like natural, right, without any pesticide food or like the sugary food, like somewhere selling like the coconut oil, like with the coconut, different types of sweets and like lot of things like the small and medium sized businesses. Now, how they can come online like a D2C, like sell it like an e-commerce way, right? Like how they can
Do
go
not,
about it.
do nothing. Have a small subscription of Shopify store for you. Learn sales. Start selling small amount of meta ads. I mean, start selling through meta ads. Do nothing. Go with the very minimum basic audience and start doing it. You'll start learning and you'll start failing, and then you fail faster, and then you start making some money. And then once you get some good tractions, at that time you need experts, you need marketing experts. At that time you can reach out to the people who are really doing great in the industry.
Absolutely. Love that.
One is validate your product. Akshay, I'm so sorry. One is to validate your product. Second,
Hmm.
validate the potential buyers for your product. Third is have a small Shopify store. Fourth is make sure that you're trying to sell through your thing in exchange of whatever they wanted from you. Fifth thing,
Hmm.
start adding some pennies and then learn some conversion ads. And once you're making little or the good traction, at that time, come to the people who really know the jargons of everything, who can help you make 100 orders a day, 200 orders a day, 3 ROAS, 4 ROAS, 5 ROAS, and that making you keep profitable. And this is how the journey has to look like. Yeah.
Absolutely. Love that. And why should one actually have a Shopify stores instead of like this WhatsApp marketing where some people are nowadays running ads directly where they just click and they come to
No,
the
WhatsApp is
WhatsApp stores.
wonderful.
Hmm.
WhatsApp is wonderful. Every single platform is wonderful, depending upon the size of the people that they can hold. Akshay, it is not about the website or it is not about the WhatsApp. It is about your convenience of access,
Hmm.
right? So when you think about it in that of a sort, I strongly feel website is must and should. Can you manage 100 orders a day through WhatsApp?
No, be
Can you
difficult.
order? Can you manage 100 orders a day through website?
No.
Then what do you need? You need a system. In those systems, website is one of the criteria. You need Shopify store, and then you need the proper warehouse, or you need a small go down, and then you need a team of people, or maybe you're managing all by yourself, and then slowly you're reinventing the wheel by little bit of an investment, and then you're getting profits, and then you're revamping the profits, and again you're doing great, and that's how it goes.
Absolutely. Love that. And how much time does it take, like example, like a D2C or e-commerce store to generate its like first ever 10 lakh rupees in like revenue
With meta ads or without meta ads?
with Meta ads?
Are you talking about 10 lakhs of revenue, or are you talking about 10 lakhs of profitable revenue, or are you talking about 10 lakhs of net profits?
You can explain with all the three things, right? Like having the at least profit of so much.
Okay. Let's say it all depends on the size of a product and the kind of a product that you're trying to sell. So at the initial stages, in order to achieve 10 lakhs of revenue with the average order value of 500 rupees, you just need only 200 orders. With the average order value of 250 rupees, you just need only 400 orders, right? So maybe let me check it. So 250 into 400. Sorry, you just need 4,000 orders, right? So
Yeah.
in order to make those things sorted, Akshay, first, any clientele, I mean, generally, when I talk with the experience of what we have generated, from 0 to 100 orders a day, with all the required possibilities, we will be able to do that in at least of 90 to 95 days on the minimum scale. And then you want to optimize ROAS, and then you want to be very much net profitable. I think you will be on that scale within first 3 to 4 months of the game, provided the product is doing excellent.
Hmm. Yeah, it's like if we already have an existing product which is having a proof of concept and everything within like
All you
30
need
to
is proof of concept and the required things that are being asked. So within 3 to 4 months, you'll be able to achieve 100 orders a day. You will be easily able to achieve 100 orders a day, at least of
absolutely.
3 to 4 months. And then in terms of making 10 lakhs of net profits,
Hmm.
you will need at least of 6 to 7 months, if at all you want to take it slow, with the investment of 1.5 to 2,000 rupees per day as an ad spend, to 15 to 20K of an ad spend. Let's say you're investing 1.5 to 2,000 rupees per day on an ad, and then in exchange you're making of 7 to 8 thousand of sales, or in exchange of you're making 4 to 5 thousand of sales, or in exchange you're making 3 to 4 thousand of sales. And then gradually you're rotating the same thing, and then you're reinvesting on it, and slowly you're also increasing that budget. And then we're really working on it in the very most popular way, saying like everything is working really good, and then things are being sorted, and then we'll be able to taking it forward. So at that time, within of 6 months, I'm sure you'll be able to achieve 10 lakhs of net profits every single month,
Absolutely.
irrespective of what kind of a product it is,
Hmm.
provided the product is validated in the market. This is according to me in media. Yeah.
Know that. And what are like some of the non-negotiables as soon as you onboard your client, right? These are like must-have things, right? Like
We need
example.
creatives. We need creatives. We need creatives according to the scripts we give. A lot of creative agencies, they do the scripts. Sorry, they do the creatives. Creatives meaning the images and the videos that you use it in terms of advertising. So a lot of agencies, the creative agencies, what they do is they create creatives through the template that they've got. And when they do it, and they want that to be posted for D2C founders in their social media channels, and they do not even have the intent behind creating the creatives. They want it for Instagram, they want it for Facebook, and then you're sorted. So we want creatives. We will sit with the creative agency of whomever you tell us to. Our team will sit with them, and then we'll exactly explain them what are the kind of the scripts that we need. Sorry, what are the kind of the creatives that we need, and we will only script it. Let's say we need some videos. We need founder-based videos. We need us versus them videos. We need testimonial videos. We need UGC videos, and we need several different format of videos from them. At that time, our team will analyze about the product, analyze about the founder, analyze about the market. After doing all of it, they'll create this sort of a script of what kind of the scripts are required for what kind of video files, so that the hook rate is time stamped at this rate, the hold rate is time stamped at this point of time, and the persuasion is at its highest. And then we create the script, and then we give it to them. We spoon feed every single thing. Just that they'll have to cast and give it to us. Just that they'll have to create images and they'll have to give it to us. Just that they'll have to make the videos accordingly and they'll have to give it to us. Post it will take care. The production part has to be taken care by the founders through the creative agencies. Rest everything will be taken care by us.
Love that. Like the creatives, they have to give us. And is the minimum ad spend they have to spend in order to qualify to work with y'all? Is there
Yeah,
something
the
like
minimum
that?
ad spend is 2,000 rupees a day.
Okay. Hmm.
1.5 to 2,000 rupees a day, and that too they'll have to think about only for 15-20 days, after which we'll start seeing the sales, upon which we'll start rolling the same amount.
Absolutely. Love that. And when it comes down to like personal branding, why it is so important for one to start a podcast, right? Like, what is your view on that for the marketing agency? And then, secondly, even for this D2C brand founders and owners, what's your take on it?
Okay, now personal branding is very important, Akshay. You've been guiding me since 5-6 years to start, but then I did not. Right, so it is very important because you have connected to a lot of big people, right? With Naveen Jain, Rajiv Taloreja, Karthik Naidu, and Shraddha. There are, I mean, you name it and you've got connected, and you have got that specific skill within you. And and it is so vital right now to have the network of people and being podcasted as well. Why? Because as long as the founders or the people are not knowing you in depth, they wouldn't gain credibility. They would create an interest, but they wouldn't gain credibility. Credibility is such an important thing. So hence it is very vital and important for any person on the planet Earth who wants to be an entrepreneur to have their personal branding to the T. Doesn't matter how many followers you've got, but then it is really required and important. It why it doesn't matter how many followers you want, because it hardly matters, because all they see is the content inside you. Now coming back to D2C founders, Akshay, I was sold with the story of the Urban Monkey. Even now, I'm the huge fan of Urban Monkey. I've got fleet of their caps with me. Why? Because I love the founder so much. And when you think about Neiman's footwear, I love the Neimans, the way that they've built. Why? Because I am fond with the story of the founder.
Hmm.
And I have all my stocks parked in Zerodha. Why? Because I love Nitin Kamath and Nikhil Kamath. It's
Yes.
it's it's quite evident, is it?
Yes.
So,
We
and
become
you
fans of them while we
exactly,
keep watching. Hmm.
exactly. And I love Steve Jobs, irrespective of how many ever features that Samsung is giving. I cannot go out of Apple,
Hmm.
right? Even with Rare Rabbit, India's best premium apparel brand. Even with Girnar coffee, right? Even, I mean, Girnar tea, even with Armani Exchange. Why? Because we love those founders, like what they've built, how did they start building. So it's more about storytelling and story selling. You get inspired by them, you love them. Only then will we be wearing. Only then will we be adopting. Only then will we be, using their products. So
Yes.
same is with every single human. Tell me, why did you buy Tissot? Because you love the choreography, you love the story behind it, you love the
Yes.
way it is, and then you find the premium in it. Right? So that's how it is. It's purely that. You can see here, I have got this iPod, right? Can you see this?
Yeah. Yeah. Apple iPod, right?
Yeah, I think I bought this before you were not born. I'm not sure. This I bought it somewhere at 2006 or somewhere at
You're
2007.
still using it. It's working. Okay.
Yeah, it
Nice.
is working. Ask me
Oh, that's
why.
amazing. How come?
Steve Jobs was really good at marketing. He was really good at sales. And to keep up his sales and marketing, he built the best product on the planet Earth.
Nice. I haven't seen anyone using iPod in my recent years. You're the first person, I think so,
Yeah, yeah.
who
This
is
is the
still
very old
using.
iPod. Yeah, it is 120 GB iPod if you could see it.
Nice. Amazing,
Yeah,
amazing. I think
yeah,
it's like an antique piece, right? I think one can't buy that one right now. Is it
yeah.
available on the Apple stores?
I'm not sure you'll be able to buy this for 50, 60,000 for the second or third hand.
Hmm. Yep. And I
Yeah, and
believe
even coming back
many
to this. Yeah, 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 yeah.
and even many founders nowadays like Nikhil Kamath, Nitin Kamath, and like Boat founder
Aman
and
Gupta.
Aman Gupta, and like lot of them, and in fact the tech one, even he also
Tech Bana,
recently
yeah.
launched
Watch. Hmm.
watch, right? And through their personal brand they're able to convert that trust following the millions of followers into like the products. Even I believe Nitin Kamath, he recently launched his t-shirt, Bangalore Boys or something like that, right? Which so
Yes,
many people are like buying it. It's like
yes.
converting whatever are
Yeah,
following fans
yeah. You're
into
so right.
buyers.
You're so right. I would want to add one more thing. Have you heard of Brook Brothers? Brook Brothers, they are such a beautiful cotton fabric brand who are there in London, but they are from India. You need to look at the kind of the best, you know.
Hmm.
So these all are the visionaries inspired by the founders, hence that make us to buy the product.
Absolutely. Just one thing can change our complete life, like how the Dolly Chai wala when Bill Gates came to
Exactly
India.
right. Exactly
That
right.
one chai promotion and his life got changed. Now he's getting invited to like Dubai, to like Maldives, to like
Yeah,
to Goa,
yeah,
everywhere, right? Which
yeah.
even IITN or like IAM person also will not get so much respect, like so many fan following and everything, right? And I believe even he is trying to open his own products, and like I was seeing he was trying to come up with the shoes, he was trying to promote some shoes and everything, right? Yeah.
So personal
Amazing.
branding is required, and
Mhm.
the business branding is also required. See, inspire people through your success,
Mhm.
advise people through your mistakes for them not to make,
Mhm.
right? So it's truth. I mean, we all have seen a lot of failures, right? Am I not seen, or have you not seen? That's how it is.
Right. Right. And my next question is like, how do you maintain trust and deliver consistent results when the marketing, this advertising landscape is like changing? Tomorrow, something can happen in the meta ad suddenly, like it can drop, right? Like the income can drop. The
Let
client
it
will be
drop.
like, how come
Let it
it
drop.
is dropping?
Let it drop is what I say.
Hmm. Don't, won't he be like, we are losing, let's stop it, or like something like that?
Uh, we are the data driven people, Akshay.
Hmm.
If at all it has done really good for 9 times out of 10 times, one time I give it up for Facebook. Another two
Hmm.
times I find something is bad. That's the reason why we also have this research and analysis wing, is it? Like, what is the future of the trends that are looking like? And where and all the hampering that can happen. For one of the best cake brands, recently we clocked around 150 orders a day on January 1st. On the same day, for the Ayurvedic brand, we clocked only 25 orders. So, do you
Hmm.
call it a meta problem or do you call it a customer
It's a
problem?
trend. Yeah, trend and a customer
And
problem.
just for something happened at the very minor time, do you really have to worry about it?
No.
So it's very important for you to have the broader vision, macro vision, and micro vision. One, make sure that you are having the huge kind of the trends that are coming, and then you're forecasting the foreseeing thing. Number two, believe in what methods you're using and then work on it. Number three, surrender to the data. Data in terms of metrics is very important than your emotions. Don't emotionally change that something has happened. ROAS fell down today. I'll have to halt it. No, don't work according to your emotions. Work according to the data. Work according to the methods.
Hmm. Hmm. Absolutely. Love that. And Santosh, I believe like you also have a huge team in like Bangalore, right? Like how many members? I believe
No,
like
it's
20,
it's
20.
it's Yeah, it's the work from home, is it? Yeah, we have the teams for meta ads management. We have the teams for content. I mean, there's a specific team that completely works for meta ads management for a particular brand, and then we have got this content team to script, to create, to iterate, and to look like how is the future looking like, and to create the content accordingly, the content team. And then is the research team will do the due diligence and the analysis of the present data and the future data, and what are the upcoming trends that are coming, and how well can we be conquering with all of it. Then comes the accounts team, and then comes the payments team. That's it. It's all doing it.
Amazing.
So
It's
for
all like.
every single client, you
Hmm.
need to have a content person, you need to have the meta ads person, which is very, very vital and the crucial. And then you need to have the research person. And then
Hmm.
you need to have the client's relation guy. The reason why we are upper hand in terms of our premium pricing is, with the price that you pay to us, there are at least of 7 to 8 people at the back end who are completely working for you
Hmm.
to get the results. Not that one guy is doing all of it. Content guy will do the content thing. Meta ads guy will do the meta thing. Performance marketer will help Meta on how to do it. Research team will give the inputs of what are the things that are there.
Hmm. Absolutely.
That's how it
It's
works.
like the entire team is dedicated in order to get the results for that
Yes.
businesses like the D2C brand. Love that.
Yes.
And when it comes down to approach of like hiring, right, like talent within your team, what are the qualities like you see, right? If somebody is watching from here at the Real Knowledge Club, if they want to
I always
work
look into
with you.
attitude first.
Hmm.
Only attitude. Have the attitude and have the ability to learn fast and have little touch of a skill. When we have all the three, only then will we be taking in. If at all he's of too much of a knowledge, he knows everything of Brahmanda, we're never gonna hire them
Why
because
you
he wants
won't
to do
hire
things
those
on his
kind
style.
of people
Because he
when they
wants to
have?
do his things. Because I'm very much inspired by Velumani sir.
Hmm.
Even he and I'm also very much inspired by Zoho founder, co-founder.
Yeah.
They always take freshers and then they teach the skills and then they get it sorted. At that time, the way that founders are looked at by these people are immensely awesome.
Hmm.
Right? We will take the people who have got little good of a skill, but the right attitude with the right mindset and the willing to learn, so that they can be tailored and customized according to the decorum and the discipline and the knowledge and the wisdom of our brand, on the way that can be malleable and versatile from the way that we want it to be sorted, rather than to be taken the outputs from them, because it's all SOP managed, it's all standard operating procedures managed. We do not want any new thing as an external environment to come and put inside it. To make that, we
Hmm.
have got the research and analysis wing, not to worry.
Absolutely. Love that. And what are the non-negotiable things with your team, right? Like, how do they basically report with you? Do they report to you daily, every day? Or like there is a manager or like a co-founder will report to them? How do you take care of all these huge team?
The content team will report to content head. The performance marketing team will report to the performance marketing head. In the same way, every team will be reporting about the same thing to their heads, and all of these heads will be reporting the real-time analysis on the Basecamp or the Slack, or sometimes even on the Notion. Like, we've got our own integral important thing which I cannot disclose, or there they would be disclosing in terms of dashboards. And if there is most of an emergency thing, I'm a very caller guy. I call them, I talk to them, and then I get it sorted. And then whenever anyone puts a message inside the WhatsApp or inside the community that we've got inside, the turnaround time to respond to it is 45 minutes. Within those
Hmm.
45 minutes, whatever it is, they have to be responding us back. That is the
Hmm.
first important discipline that we maintain. And the second thing is, we do not see how many hours they work.
Hmm.
We see how better they can complete the things in a given time.
Hmm.
For the reason that it is remote, it is okay for them to do anything that they want, provided the work is done. and they all should be culturally inclined and aligned to the media tatva's decorum. Because when it comes to agency, it is more about hiring a lot of people, right? So that's how it is.
Absolutely. Love that. And that was amazing. And Santosh, for all the people who want to grow their marketing agency, understand psychology, human evolution, everything, what are the three books like you will recommend everyone to read?
You personally know me, Akshay, and again you're asking the same thing. Okay.
For all the
the
new people who are here. Yeah.
the very first book is learn about consumers, learn about customers. Consumerology by Philip Graves. It is a very important book where you need to learn about customers. The first book, I think you have at your left hand side,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And the second book is 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing. Very, very important. It is like snippets. It's awesome. You know, it's awesome.
Wonderful.
And the third book is Storytelling and Story Selling. I mean, the name of the book is, let me try giving it to you. Yeah, it is the book about story building a story brand by Donald Miller. So
Hmm.
when you have got all of these three books, one
Yes.
is the story, second is the marketing, third is consumerology. All of these three things are important in terms of marketing and sales, right? But then if you really want something in terms of product, right, I'll take this book for you. Where is it got? It is the book called Hooked, Hooked, by Neer Ayel, where you learn how to build a habit forming product for your business.
Hmm. Wonderful, wonderful. Love that. And Santosh, for all the people who are aspiring to start like the marketing agency, like the performance marketing, like I believe like you were your topper of your school, college, you were at the facade
No, no, I used to
in
be really good with all of it, but then as soon as I came to my, you know, 12th and engineering, I lost my interest on academics because I didn't want to learn and then get employed for someone when I can make
right,
money on my own. So that
right.
is when I kind of
No,
dropped out.
absolutely. Now, because my goal is like in this podcast, help people do like non-conventional things to my brothers and sisters instead of even trying to learn what is like in red ocean. Everybody, like as we all tell, right? Like if you throw a stone in Bangalore, either it'll hit an engineer or like a doctor. So many are there. Why should one actually persuade like digital marketing agencies, all these things? What is the future of this?
I don't know what the future of digital marketing is, to be honest, but I know what the future of business is.
Hmm.
It all boils down to business.
Yeah,
Anyone need to sell the product. To sell the product, anyone needs to market it. And to market it, they cannot do it alone. They need digital marketings.
right.
And
Hmm.
everything is boiled down to entrepreneurship. The reason why everything is boiled down to entrepreneurship, you're a doctor, great. Why are you doing for money? How? By making a business. Right now, today you have a clinic, and tomorrow you build a hospital. Or maybe you go for some consulting somewhere outside, either for Ramakrishna Hospital, or you'll go to Apollo Fortis, or you'll go to Akkad, or you'll go to some other thing.
Absolutely.
You're an engineer, great. Today you're working. Tomorrow you get contracts. Day after tomorrow you have your architecture firm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Today you're a teacher, great. Tomorrow you'll open your own tutor service. Day after tomorrow you'll have your own Byju's. It all boils down to business. Why? To make money. To make money, what do you need? You need to sell what? The service or the product. And to sell, what do you need? You'll have to bring sales. To bring sales, what you'll have to do? You'll have to market things. To market, how do you do? Do you go and put it on Times of India?
It will be very
Because
expensive if
everybody
you want
is
to
no,
do
no,
that.
not just expensive. Is are your people really there?
No.
Do you want to target pinpoint? I need to target Akshay, then I need to target Akshay only. To target Akshay, of course, Times of India, maybe our pops will get it to our home, but we are not sure whether we're going to read it.
Hmm.
So that's the way
Correct.
of marketing. To make it, you need digital marketing. Inside
Absolutely.
digital marketing is an altogether the different ecosystem.
Hmm.
Out of which, Akshay, out of which there are several domains: Instagram marketing, Facebook marketing, conversion marketing, D2C marketing, Google marketing, marketing for business, marketing for sales. There are too many things. So it's very lame and insane to talk as digital marketing. So again, your concentrate again, people's concentration is on marketing. It all boils down to profits business. And the root cause analysis is, of course, you need marketing. It is one of the avibhaga ang of any particular brand that you want to build, start, scale, establish.
Right,
Do I make sense,
absolutely.
Akshay?
Yeah, absolutely. Love that. It's like helping business owners make more money, right? Anyone either who can help them make money or like help them save losing the money, they will be higher. That's what businesses want, right? And performance marketing is like adding gas or like adding petrol to like the fire, right? It goes like buzz once the PMF, the product market fit is right. Love that.
Product market
And
fit is right, people are right, marketing agency is right, then it will go bus, or else it will go tus.
yeah, love that analogy. Amazing. And Santosh, for all the people who are watching this, if they want to learn more about D2C brand or like if they want helping scaling of the company or like everything, how they can basically reach out to you.
If at all you want to build food and beverages brand, the D2C brand, you can contact us on mediatatva.com/contact. If at all you want to build apparels brand, you can contact Social Ninja. If at all you want to create the podcast or you want to learn about podcasting, you can contact Akshay Rajshekhar. And if at all you need to learn a lot of different things, you can contact Akshay Rajshekharan and he will guide you to whom to go with, because he under his umbrella he has covered all the brands and niches in the categories, and then he have all of them at the fingertip of his phone numbers, and he has gained respect and credibility so much that he can touch and meet anyone right now at any given point of time. Yeah, Akshay,
Okay.
done. Your
Thank you
PR
for
is
the
done.
kind words,
Yeah,
Santosh.
yeah.
And yeah, that was super incredible, Santosh. But thank you so much for sharing your incredible wisdom with all of us from fundamentals of like having the right mindset, like the human psychology, the skill set, tool set, what it requires for digital marketing agencies to grow, like D2C brand, like the founders and everything. It was like an incredible masterclass, right? Like a mini masterclass for everyone. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. And everyone who is watching this, do let us know what's your biggest takeaway. Do let us know in the comments. Do like it, share it with your friend, share it with your D2C brand founder, share it with your agency owner so that they can learn and implement and make a world a better place to live. And Santosh, any last advice you want to tell to everyone who is watching here?
Fail faster. Whenever you do, think on the reverse osmosis. Set a goal, try to make it, and don't keep on hitting the same stone. Evolve your mind on where to go, how to grow, and enhance your speed with the efficiency of time and money. That's it. Rest all is sorted. And upon all of it, incline spiritually so well that the external support is always upon you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Love that. And thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Santosh, for joining. And yep, have a
Take
great
care.
day,
Bye,
guys.
Akshay.
Bye. See you all. By now, you must have understood in order to reach the goal, you must have the right systems and processes. If you're like a coach, consultant, entrepreneur, and you want to have a system in place, like a proper funnel, landing page, like webinar, and want to make the webinar even more persuasive, like a you need a persuasive script and you need an LMS learning management system to launch, like put out your course, like a proper system and a community and everything, like with right WhatsApp automation, CRM, and everything. And what you can do is like you can book a call with us in the link in the description, me or my team. You can connect with us on a discovery call and we'll understand where you are right now and where you want to be, and we'll tell you exactly how we can help you out, or if not, we can redirect you to some other source, right? With that being said, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the podcast. Bye bye.